It's that time of year again. We are doing pumpkin volcanoes this week, so let's get into it. I'm going to pair this activity with my Mouth is a Volcano book. I think it's perfect. We'll talk about volcanoes and what they do, and then we'll go over how to make a pumpkin volcano. I made this on PowerPoint, and I'm going to put it on my smartboard when we do it in my room. So the first thing we need to do is to cut our pumpkin, take the pulp out, and make a face on him. I got these pumpkin carving tools off Amazon. They worked pretty well. I do look like I'm sawing it here, but I promise it wasn't that difficult. Then we'll take out the pulp, and I will probably do this ahead of time. Maybe I'll do it with one group. I'm not sure. The next thing we need to do is make a face. So I usually will draw it on with a marker and then I'll carve it out. I think when I do this with the kids, I will already have the pieces carved out, but I'm going to keep them in and then I'll let the kids push the parts out like they're making the face. This pumpkin's kind of big. This actually works better with smaller pumpkins, I think, because when it erupts, it really erupts and it has the space to really pour out. I also recommend one of these pans because it gets messy, because the next thing we're going to do is pour in our baking soda. Now you can be generous with this and pour in a lot so that it really erupts. Then we're going to add some dish soap because dish soap makes it bubble. And we love foam as kids. Next, we'll pour vinegar into a cup. Again, you can be generous with this. You'll notice on the cheat sheet that this part is backwards and it has you putting in the food coloring first, but it really doesn't matter which order you do this in. I find it easier to put it in the vinegar and then add an extra direction to stir it with a spoon. And of course, the fun part is pouring in the vinegar, putting the cover back on, and watching our pumpkin erupt. And the kids obviously love this part. We'll do it multiple times in different colors so that everybody gets a turn. Here's a few shots of my friends doing it last year. We had a blast. I have this pumpkin volcano direction sheet in my Teachers Pay Teacher store. Again, I like to pair it with this book, My Mouth is a Volcano. I also have apple volcanoes in there, and I'm not sure where I got these sheets from, but I'll look it up and let you know. Let me know what you guys think of this lesson, and as always, like and follow for more. Bye.